Does Hyderabad really require a regional ring road? Do you know there is an inner ring road in Hyderabad? What's cooking in 2050's master plan of Hyderabad? Where exactly will be the future cities be formed? How will be the new Hyderabad look like? How should an investor behave now? In this series of videos, we will try to answer these questions by covering all the exits of Hyderabad ORR and showing you the developments happening around it. Till the proposed RRR exits, where the future city is being formed. This is Murali Krishna. Welcome to Real Talks. It's all about real estate. Inner Ring Road was executed in 2007 to ease the traffic movement from Hyderabad's twin city Secunderabad to the newly built airport at Shamshabad and to avoid heavy vehicle traffic entering the core city. Imagine this, in 2011, HMDA was worried that there was no traffic movement on ORR from Narsingi to Patancheru stretch. Newspapers were more concerned about the IRR development than ORR at that time. ORR was built to ease the heavy vehicle traffic in the core city. Many politicians and public also felt that such infrastructure like ORR was useless and it is waste of public money. Now, people don't know how to travel without ORR. Well, these facts make me smile. Also, the definition of core city is getting changed by the time. Once Hyderabad city required the inner ring road, and in recent times, it required the ORR, and in future, it will require the RRR. This is how the famous Kokapet Narsingi exit looked like in 2012. There is no My Home Avatar, no Jayberry, no Prestige, no villas, in fact, not even a single apartment. I always insist that real estate is all about forecasting. And if you are able to forecast the future correctly, your investments are bound to grow. As per the new Telangana state planning, the areas within ORR will be designated as metro regions. Areas between ORR and RRR will be urban areas. And finally, the areas beyond RRR will be rural areas of Hyderabad city. This video is part 1 of the series, where we will see the growth between ORR and RRR. We will discuss 5 exits in this video on the eastern part of Hyderabad, which are exit 8 to 12, starting from Bongoluru exit, Peddambarpet exit, Taramatipet exit, Gatkesar and Kisara exits. Let's look at Bongoluru exit. This is an exit number 12 of the ORR, which is situated on the Sagar highway. This area comes as an extension to the populated area like Vanasthalipuram. Bongoluru has a population close to 2.3 lakhs. Villages like Ibrahimpatnam were already populated because of the local agri activity. It is just 19 kilometers to airport via ring road and 18 kilometers through the city, 46 kilometers to high-tech city through the city and 53 kilometers via ring road, 15 kilometers from LB Nagar metro station, 23 kilometers from Falaknama railway station and 1 kilometer from the nearest bus stop. This route can see growth from the employment coming nearby in the form of Adibhatla Aerospace SEZ, which will generate 40,000 direct and 70,000 indirect employment, and proposed Foxconn manufacturing unit, which will generate around 25,000 employment in this area. Proposed logistic park at Mangalpalli will generate 3,000 employments in the future. Exit point of RRR in this highway is proposed to be at next to mall, approximately 40 kilometers from the Bongoluru exit. HMDA boundaries are up to Yacharam, and starting from the exit point, immediately there is an R1 zone in Mangalpalli and Sheriguda areas. Then comes Ibrahimpatnam Lake. You have to be cautious around buying lake-facing properties here. as most of the survey numbers here fall under the peri-urban zone. Even to the left of the highway, there is peri-urban zone. Here are some of the educational institutions in this area shown in the table. Here are some of the hospitals in this area. Akhanda Waterfalls near Sheriguda is a good tourist attraction on this highway. Entering Ibrahimpatnam village, R1 changes to R2 zone, and on entering Manchal, we see R3 zone. We see work center zones on the left of the highway, and when we move into Yacharam master plan, we see the residential zone only in Gungal, that too in R3 zone, and 2 zones in work centers, and the leftover areas are under conservation or reserve forest zones till Yacharam. The prices in this area are in this range. As per RealTalks recommendation, you can enter at this price ranges as per your financial plans. Next, let's look at Peddambarpet exit. This exit is bang on the capital to capital highway of Hyderabad, Vijayawada highway, and has approximately a population of 20 lakhs. Yes, this huge number is a result of lot of settlers from Andhra Pradesh residing here, as this Vijayawada highway is the gateway to 7 districts and main connecting road to neighboring state Andhra Pradesh. Peddambarpet exit is 29 kilometers from the proposed RRR exit point at Chautuppal. This exit is 32 kilometers from airport through the city, and from the ORR 42 kilometers from high-tech city through the city, and 66 kilometers via ORR, 13 kilometers to metro station at LB Nagar, 19 kilometers to railway station at Gatkesar, and 1 kilometer to nearest bus stop. This route can see growth from the employment coming nearby in the form of green industrial park at Dandu Malkapur, which will generate 35,000 direct and 40,000 indirect employment in the future. There is a proposed 6-lane expansion from LB Nagar to Dandu Malkapur and metro expansion till Hayat Nagar from LB Nagar. Here are some of the educational institutions in this area shown in the table. There are many clinics in the radius of 5 kilometers from the exit, with major tourism spot as Ramoji Film City and Kuntala Waterfalls and Dayanti Falls. Hayat Nagar exit has an extended special development zone, and the rest of the zones are either R1 or peri-urban zones in this highway. There is a commercial use zone at Bata Singaram. Then comes Dandu Malkapur junction, and after that till Pantangi we have residential zones R2 and R3 and mix of peri-urban zone, commercial use zone and reserve forest zones. Here are the price ranges in this area mentioned in the table. As per RealTalks recommendation, you can enter at a below mentioned price ranges as per your financial plans. Now the next exit is Taramatipet exit. This exit is 39 kilometers from airport via ORR and 36 kilometers through the city, 72 kilometers from high-tech city via ORR and 43 kilometers through the city, 17 kilometers to the nearest metro station LB Nagar, 11 kilometers to Gatkesar railway station and just 1 kilometer to the bus stop. Proposed Valigonda RRR exit is approximately 56 kilometers from this exit point. There is a proposal to establish metro rail along the line of Musi River from Taramatipet to Narsingi to decongest the traffic issue. Also, once the metro rail comes near Hayat Nagar, the areas like Pasumamula, Kuntalur and Taramatipet are bound to join their boundaries inside the city. There are 2 famous waterfalls, Sandamani waterfalls and Amtat Ganga waterfalls nearby, and famous outing point named Season's greatest walkway to hill is also in this area. Small portion of residential zone is abutting the ring road in this exit. And in Pochampalli master plan, apart from Bhudan Pochampalli, rest of the areas are not in residential zones. Here are the price ranges in these areas mentioned in the table. And as per RealTalks recommendation, you can enter these price ranges as per your financial plans. Moving on to the next exit, Gatkesar, which is exit number 9. This exit falls on the famous Yadadri route and it is logically extension to Uppal Pocharam area, where some of the IT employment exits. Gatkesar is 48 kilometers from airport via ORR and 40 kilometers through the city, 81 kilometers to high-tech city via ORR and 38 kilometers to high-tech city through the city, 16 kilometers to nearest Uppal metro station, 2 kilometers to Gatkesar railway station and has a bus stop very near to it. Approximate population of Gatkesar is 4.52 lakhs and is approximately 34 kilometers from the proposed RRR exit Bongir. There is a lot of infra development going on in this area, which will definitely boost the real estate sector. 6 kilometers stretch from Narapalli to Uppal is coming up to ease the traffic. 16 kilometers road from Peer Zadiguda, Kaman to Pratap Singaram. 150 feet wide road is being planned and bridges such as bridge between Uppal Bagayat and south bank of Musi and other between Pratap Singaram and Goreli, 33 kilometers MMTS extension from Gatkesar and metro expansion plan from Uppal to BB Nagar will make this place desirable for livability. Here are some of the famous educational institutions in this area shown on the screen. Here are some of the tourism attractions shown on the screen. Major portion of area abutting Gatkesar exit is in R1 zone and there is SDPZ, Special Development Zone, near Madar village of this area, which can accommodate high rises or any commercial structures. Next, entering BB Nagar. Master plan has R2 zones, peri-urban zone almost in the same ratio, and some portions of the public utility and commercial use zones. Here are the price ranges in this area shown on the screen. And as per RealTalks recommendation, you can enter at mentioned price ranges as per your financial plans. The last exit we are going to see in this video will be Kisara exit. This exit number 8 of the ORR and the nearest exit is Yadigirigutta exit, proposed RRR exit. Airport is 55 kilometers from Kisara exit via ORR and 50 kilometers through the city, 89 kilometers to high-tech city via ORR and is 39 kilometers through the city. Metro is 20 kilometers at Apsiguda. Gatkesar railway station is 9 kilometers and has a bus stop very near to the exit. Here are some of the famous educational institutions shown on the screen. Kisargutta temple is very famous tourist attraction, and others like UTM, Under the Moon and Sunset Point add to this highway's tourism destination. Some area abutting the ring road is under R1 zone and the areas abutting the Kisara temple are in peri-urban zone. Please check the zoning properly when you are buying a properties around this exit. If you wish to buy around any of these exits or looking for any guidance and financial planning, contact to the number on screen or click the WhatsApp link below to get a free consultation from us. Only Bommala Ramaram, Mariala and Chikati Mamidi areas are under residential zones, that too in R3 zones. Rest of the areas are maximum under conservation zone. And lastly, Bhuvanagiri area is approximately 30% under R2 residential zone, and rest areas again come under conservation zone category. Here are the price ranges in this area shown on the screen. As per RealTalks recommendation, you can enter at this price ranges as per your financial plans. So, this is our part 1 of the ORR series, where we have covered exits of the East Zone starting from the Ibrahimpatnam to Kisara. If you wish to invest across any ORR exit, please call the number on screen or click the WhatsApp link to get a free consultation with us. Next video, we'll talk about 5 more exits from the West Zone and their growth stories of the future. Request the viewers to click subscribe button to watch future series of videos. This is Murali Krishna signing off.